This is an IELTS Speaking Test Centre. Behind me, 8 candidates are waiting. One of them, Omar, is about to walk into that room and take the most important speaking test of his year. He has been studying for months. He should be at Band 7. Today you are going to see exactly why he is not, and exactly how that changes.
The examiner marks 4 things: fluency, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation. Every one of them matters, and they are all connected. But here is the single biggest mistake B2 candidates make. They play it safe. They find a small circle of language, no mistakes, no risks, nothing wrong, and they stay inside it. The examiner gives them a 6.5 and moves.
Omar's test starts in 30 seconds. Although he mentioned he is fully prepared, but let's watch what happens. Good morning. My name is Helen. I am going to ask you some questions. Can you tell me your full name?
My name is Omar. I am from Dubai. I am studying engineering.
And how long have you been studying English, Omar?
About 5 years.
Hear that? 3 sentences. Subject, verb, object. No rhythm, no warmth, no personality. The examiner's first impression is set in those 30 seconds, and right now, Omar sounds like he is filling in a form. Here is what a Band 7 opening sounds like instead.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Omar. I have been living in Dubai most of my life, though I am originally from a small town near Alexandria. I am currently in my final year of engineering, which I find genuinely challenging and rewarding.
Did you enjoy your first day at school?
Yes, I like it very much. I meet many new friends, and we play games all day.
Present tense for a past event. Under pressure, the brain defaults to what is fastest, and present tense is always faster. But the examiner just heard I like it for something that happened 20 years ago. That single tense slip repeated across part 1 caps the grammar score immediately. And there is one more habit to watch: safe haven vocabulary. Good, thing, stuff. A Band 7 speaker takes the risk. Instead, they say a profound impact.
Did you enjoy your first day at school?
Yes, I like it very...
Did you enjoy your first day at school?
I remember that day very clearly. I actually felt quite nervous. It was a large school, and I did not know anyone at all. But I quickly made friends, and by the end of the first week, it felt completely normal.
Hear that? That was the correct way. At this point, I would suggest you pause the video, start from the beginning, review and assess what you have learnt so far. Are you improving? Keep watching now onward. There is still a lot to learn and improve. Let's see how Omar is doing now.
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment in the city centre, actually. I have been there about 3 years now. What I particularly like about it is the view from the balcony. On a clear morning, you can see the entire skyline from up there.
Part 1 is done. Shaky start, but he steadied. Now the section where most B2 candidates collapse, Part 2, the individual long turn. 2 full minutes, speaking alone. No questions to guide you. Just a topic card and 60 seconds to prepare. Most candidates make the same mistake in those 60 seconds. They try to speak in description mode, listing facts instead of telling a story. The bus was late, it rained, we were sad. That is a Band 6 ceiling.
Omar has been describing trips his whole life. Same structure, safe words, safe score. Part 2 is where the examiner decides if you have a voice or just a vocabulary list. A Band 7 speaker does not describe a journey. They narrate one. What you are about to hear is the difference.
I want to talk about a trip. It was last year. I went with my friend. We went to the mountains. The plane was late. We lost our bags. It was difficult. But then it was okay.
Two problems. The opening line, "I want to talk about a trip," tells the examiner you are nervous and have nothing interesting to say. He ran out at 1 minute 12. The examiner needs 2 full minutes. There is a technique, a cinematic opening. a narrative arc, and a reflection at the end to fill the final 30 seconds. See?
I want to talk about a trip. It was last year.
I would like to describe a particularly memorable journey to the Himalayas. We had been planning it for months, but from the very moment we arrived at the airport, things started to go sideways. Looking back, what strikes me most is how that experience taught us patience. What started as a complete disaster turned out in the end to be a blessing.
In what ways has the internet changed the way people form friendships?
My friend, he met his girl. Broadly speaking, the digital landscape has fundamentally changed the way people connect. On one hand, it allows individuals to maintain relationships across vast distances, but one could argue that it also leads to more superficial connections compared to traditional face-to-face interaction.
How might urban planning affect the psychological well-being of citizens?
That is not an area I am particularly familiar with, but I would imagine that the layout of a city could have a profound impact on how people feel day to day. For instance, if there is a lack of green spaces or natural light, people might feel more isolated and under pressure over time. It seems to me that thoughtful urban design would be essential for any community's well-being.
Speculative language, I would imagine, could have a profound impact. It seems to me, Omar did not know the topic, but he used the language of someone who thinks carefully and speaks precisely. And notice the contrast structure. On one hand, but one could argue. That is what Band 7 sounds like. One more challenge before the test ends.
It is going well. And...
Four seconds, searching for the perfect word. The examiner just scored a fluency gap. Here is what Omar needs to know. The examiner does not need the perfect word. They need to see that you can navigate around it. C1 speakers paraphrase instantly. They do not freeze, they bridge. Watch.
It is going well. I cannot recall the precise term right now, but it refers to the kind of large-scale infrastructure investment that governments typically use to stimulate economic growth in underserved areas.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
How did it go?
I did not play it safe.
Then that is just someone who writes heard either the right answer.
"7.5, this is what Omar saw on the mobile. Not because Omar suddenly knew more vocabulary, not because his grammar was perfect, because he demonstrated range. He took risks with the language. He stopped hiding behind safe answers and showed the examiner something to mark. That is the difference between a competent speaker and a good one. Now, your..."
So, that is it for now. I really hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, as this will encourage us producing more videos like this. Let us also know in the comments section, what would you like to see next? Any specific topic you want to cover? Any other subject? Any other course? Take care for now, we'll see you soon.